Because there is no affiliate marketing, promotion, or selling, you do not need a social media following or your own website. In today's video, I'll teach you how to get paid directly to your PayPal account by simply copying and pasting some text. So stay tuned and watch to see how. Now, before we begin, I'd like to remind you that if you like this type of content and want to see more, please support my channel by giving this video a thumbs up below. And if you don't want to miss any future videos, click on that red subscribe button and turn on the notifications, and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. With that said, let's get started. Okay, so as I said in that intro, yes, you can actually get paid by copying and pasting some text. Now, with that said, I really want you guys to keep watching because I have many different platforms to show you. As such, you can easily get confused and lost if you just skip ahead instead of watching the entire video. Now, with that said, the very first thing you want to do is head over to Google, like myself, and you want to search for best sites that pay for writing articles or something along those lines. And you now want to open up one of these pages. This one here, in my opinion, is by far the best one. It gives us the most info about these sites, including how much they pay, so I would highly recommend this one, but you can also use some other ones if you want to. Anyhow, your next step now is to find the best site on here that pays the most, and you want to open it up. Now, for the sake of this video, I'll use a site from some of my previous videos called listverse.com. This is a site, as you can see, where you can find various top 10 articles relating to just about anything. You have the bizarre category with creepy, mysterious, and weird stuff as subcategories. You've got gaming, movies and TV, books, facts, history, and so on. The point is that as a writer on here, you can write about anything that may interest you. Basically, since there are so many niches. Now, with that said, let me clarify something. You do not need any writing skills for this. While if you do have writing skills, this can be a perfect way for you to get paid. I'm assuming that 90% of you watching this do not. And as such, I have a few platforms that literally do everything for you and allow you to get paid nonetheless. Anyhow, what you need to do on Listverse, or any other site you opened up for that matter, is to try and find where you need to click in order to become a writer for the site. The option is most likely located at either the top or the bottom of the page. For Listverse in particular, as you can see, it's the very bottom of the page where it says write and get paid. And so you want to click on that, obviously. When you do so, it will now bring you over to this page where you can see that you will get paid $100 per article you submit. So as you can see, guys, you can make some very decent amount of money with this, and it's not the exception. Now, while $100 isn't a mind-boggling amount of cash, it's a very nice amount considering it's just for a single article you upload onto the site. And even if you write it yourself, it won't take too much time either. And here's the absolute best and my favorite feature of this site. As it says here, you don't need to be an expert. You just need to have English equal to that of a native speaker, a sense of humor, and a love for things unusual or interesting. So you don't have to be an expert writer in order to make some decent amount of money with this site, which is simply put a fantastic feature, both for some of you who perhaps have some writing skills, but you don't consider yourself experts, and for those of you who don't have any skills at all, as you don't need to upload an article that is very professional or whatever to get paid. But as I said previously, I have a few tools that will allow you to get paid without actually having to write the articles yourself. Now, just as a side note with this site, while I am showing it as an example, I don't think it's worldwide. It works in the US, Australia, UK, New Zealand, India, and South Africa. So if it happens to not work in your country, then as I said before, just use some other one that still pays decently instead. In any case, on Listverse here, to submit an article, what you need to do is click on Submission Form right over here, and on the next page, you will need to enter in your name or nickname if you so wish, your email address, PayPal address, and some more details about yourself. And just below that is where you will write the actual article. As you can see, this is the list title, the introduction to the list, and finally the article itself. When done, just tick this box and click on Submit List below. Now, obviously, we don't have an article, so for those of you who don't have any skills, but still want to get paid writing articles, it's finally time for me to show you several platforms where you can obtain them. The first is called articlesfactory.com, and the second one is called articlecity.com. As the name suggests, on both of these platforms, you can find articles, and just like on Listverse, they are all in varying niches. On Article Factory, you've got health, business, finance, travel, technology, and much more, as you can see. On Article City, you have business, finance, careers and jobs, and so on. And by the way, to access these articles here, you first need to click on All Articles in the upper right corner. With that said, on both of these platforms, what you basically need to do, guys, is search for some good articles that are also not that old. Now, this might take a tiny bit of time, but you do want to invest that time, because a better article means a higher chance to get paid. I'll use this one from Article City as an example. Now, just a side note, another platform you can also use to find good articles is Google itself. You don't want to just focus on these two websites. For example, if you are searching for some articles that relate to mystery, then you can type in mysterious stories, for example. If you want some scary article, then you can type in scary stories and so on. The point is that Google will allow you to find a bunch of articles from many different platforms, instead of just two that I showed you previously. And so there's a much higher chance you'll find some really good ones. In any case, what you basically need to do when you come across a good article is copy it, but you will not then paste it right away over to Listverse or whatever website you're using, because you will get taken down for copyright. And as such, you need some software to rewrite it for you first. And I have 3 different softwares for you, actually. The first one is called spinbot.com. The second one is called cleverspinner.com. And the third one is called spinrewriter.com. Now, out of these 3, Spinbot is the only free one. But here's why I'm showing you these other 2 as well. It's simply put because they are so much better. And Clever Spinner here offers you a 3-day free trial as well. Now, what I'd recommend you do, guys, is use Spinbot in the beginning until you make some money, and then you want to reinvest it into one of these 2 platforms. I personally recommend Spin Rewriter here, since I came across some very good reviews on it. In any case, on Spinbot, what you need to do is paste the article in here and just click on Go, and it'll rewrite it for you. But here's the catch. With Spinbot, although it will rewrite an article relatively well for you, it will make some errors, since after all, it is a software, and some parts of the rewritten article won't make any sense. So you will want to make sure you correct them first, which should only take you a few minutes or so. And by the way, this is also why I recommend the other 2 sites more. They are not free indeed, but they are better. And so you should use them after you earn some money. Anyhow, once you correct all the mistakes and you are satisfied with the article, simply copy it, then come over to Listverse or the website of your own choosing, and then paste it there, publish it, and get paid for an article that you didn't even have to write yourself. As simple as that. You will then continue this process when new articles are released, literally every single day, and you can also try and test some of these other platforms that pay you to write as well. Simply explore a little, discover which one works best for you, and go for it. With that said, that's it for today's video, guys. As always, if you liked it, if you're enjoying my content, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up below to support my channel. And if you don't want to miss out on any future videos, just like this one, then click on that red subscribe button and turn on the notifications, and you'll be notified whenever a new video pops up. As always, thank you for watching.